Good morning. Morris, Brandon, faculty, staff, students, Mr. Hudson, our teachers that are back in the building today, January 19th. We are here. It is day one of our specials rotation. We have this week 4 days before our kindergarten through second graders return for in-person learning, but we also will continue with awesome virtual instruction for others. And then we have one more week before our 3 through 5 students return. So let's make it an awesome one. Right, Mr. Hudson? Good morning to you.
Awesome day. The building is busy and bustling with activity. Teachers are running around everywhere, doing everything they can to get ready. This is so exciting.
And we can't wait to see you guys here soon. But we know what we're doing. Let's get started. Welcome back today to our teachers and staff who are working out of our building, teaching you from their classrooms, so you may see some different settings today. All right, as always, Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Wow, I love it. We've got a few more days of our Pledge of Allegiance before our students begin hosting our announcements. And usually it's our 3 through 5 students, so it'll probably around that February 1st date before we transition right over to our students doing our morning announcements again. All right, so what is today? Well, yesterday, I hope everybody had a restful but great Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a day of service, a day of gratitude, a day of helping out in your community like my family and I did. But we are here and it's Tuesday. And guess what, Mr. Hudson? Today's National Popcorn Day. I love popcorn, huh?
I love popcorn. Great snack.
Well, also on January 19th, 1883, Thomas Edison, using overhead wires, began serving electricity to the residents of New Jersey. It was the first time that electricity was actually pumped into houses, and you could use those light bulbs and not candles in your house. In 1920, on this day, the American Civil Liberties Union, which is also called the ACLU, which is still around today, was founded. And a couple of important birthdays today: Edgar Allan Poe, right? A famous American author that you'll read about when you get a little bit over. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And Dolly Parton, our famous country singer who's also turned activist. Welcome. Happy birthday to them. Happy National Popcorn Day, because this is an important day in history, it looks like. So continuing through the month of January, we got about one more month. Let's continue to highlight risk takers. Well, what better risk taker to talk about today than Neil Armstrong, the first person to put their foot on the moon. An astronaut and the first man to set foot on the moon in 1969, Armstrong trained as a pilot for the Navy, eventually entering the NASA astronaut program. After his career as an astronaut, Armstrong taught as a professor of aerospace engineering at the University of Cincinnati. So it definitely takes a risk taker to go into space and be the first person to step on the moon, because you never know what the outcome's going to be on that. So we salute you, our risk taker, Neil Armstrong.
Right. You never know if you'll make it back or not.
That was a risk taking, of course, more than ever.
So transitioning into self-management and our SEL moment for today. Our competency is self-management, and our SEL standard is the student understands and demonstrates how to use coping skills to persevere through challenges and or conflict with optimism, determination, and resilience. And we've spoken about this a number of times. And what is this telling us? We step up to challenges and we go through it with a smile. We work through it in the best way possible, and we don't let anything hold us back. And so our SEL morning motivator for today: good morning, happy, terrific Tuesday. Let's check out our quote. Fear never builds the future, but hope does. And right now we are in a moment of hope because we have been waiting and anticipating all year long for our return to school, and it's going to happen very soon, and we're so excited. We look forward to seeing you. But also, tomorrow, on Wednesday, we will inaugurate our new president, Joe Biden. What is the one thing you hope the new president will do once in office? So think about that, and let's see what happens. Teachers, remember to check in with your students, pick a face, see how they feel. Are they excited about coming back? Maybe ask how they feel when they think about coming back or staying virtual, whatever the choice they made. But it's going to be a new day and we are so excited. Our closing thought, today our competency focus is self-management. Today, let's use positive self-talk to give ourselves hope. Let's practice. Close your eyes and say something kind to yourself. I'm going to do a great job today. I'm going to work hard to get this building ready for the students along with the teachers, and I can't wait to see them all with smiles.
And I, Mr. Hudson, am going to make sure that our virtual students continue to have the best virtual experience ever with some of the best teachers at Morris Brandon.
Now that is some positive self-talk. How do you feel? Try this today. When you are asked to learn something new, you've got this. Joke of the day, Mr. Bland.
All right, Mr. Hudson. Wait, who submitted this joke, by the way?
Well, this is an anonymous submission, but
Ooh.
I know who it is. I can't say it, but we know who you are, and this is a great joke. Where was the Declaration of Independence signed?
Well, I thought it would be in Boston, but where was it signed?
In the bottom right corner.
I love it. All right, well, we have two birthdays today. This January 19th, Nina Niemark and Gabriella. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Have a great day, girls.
As we prepare for our return to learn, we'll be sharing various tips on keeping ourselves safe and healthy as we return. And one of the most important ones that we can do is wash our hands. So let's take a quick look at this video and see how to wash our hands properly and make sure that we're practicing that now and every day once we return.
Washing your hands is easy, and it's one of the most effective ways to prevent the spread of germs. Wet your hands with clean running water. It can be warm or cold, and apply soap. Lather your hands by rubbing them together with the soap. Wash the fronts and backs, wrists, between your fingers, and under your nails. Scrub your hands for at least 20 seconds. You can sing the ABC song once, or the Happy Birthday song twice. Rinse your hands well under running water and then dry them with a clean towel, or air dry them. Turn off the faucet with a towel. If soap and water aren't available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Apply the sanitizer and rub your hands together until they're dry. This should take about 20 seconds. Wash your hands before you eat or touch your face. And after you use the restroom, go outside, blow your nose, cough or sneeze, or touch your face covering. Remember to follow everyday healthy habits. Wear a cloth face covering, stay 6 feet away from others, and stay home if you're sick. If you have any questions, contact your school nurse, working on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic in schools.
I think those were some great tips. What about you, Mr. Bland?
I think that was great too, Mr. Hudson. And guess what? I just got a sneak preview of today. Our school's safety video that we filmed last week. It's going to talk to you a little bit about our mitigation strategies for when you return, a little bit about carpool at the PC, a little bit about building movement, a little bit about hand washing, mask wearing, water bottle filling stations. We're going to show that to you a little bit later on this week as well. But boys and girls, right now, your focus is on awesome virtual learning today, and then asynchronous on Wednesday, virtual learning Thursday and Friday. And we'll get all that information to you.
Can't wait to see it.
Yep. All right, parents, if you're still around, just a couple quick reminders. Don't forget, my last town hall is this Friday at 10 a.m. We'll bring everything together, wrap everything up, and get ready for our January 25th return. That's at 10 a.m. It's a new time. Take note. Don't forget, we're going to start our classes a day before the students return in a virtual setting so they can meet any new teachers they have and discuss any classroom procedures with their class that will be returning. That includes our virtual students transitioning to their new virtual teacher if they have one. So this Friday, the 22nd, all students at Morris Brandon will transition to their new classes if they have one. And for 3-5, next Friday, January 29th, the same thing will happen for them. So we'll get you some more information on that. You'll hear from your teachers. It'll be an easy transition. And we cannot wait to have our new virtual classes all set and our in-person classes ready to go a week from today, really. Mr. Hudson, have a great Tuesday.
Have a great Tuesday, Mr. Bland. Teachers, welcome back. So glad to see all of you in the building. Have a great day.
All right, everybody.